It is Lee Pitts Live here at Community Fun Day at Mount Hermon Ministries. We got an outstanding event that is taking place here today. Over 1,500 people will be coming in and out of the Mount Hermon campus here in the heart of Dunbar. This is the 2023 edition, and as you know, it's been going on for over 10 years. Lee Pitts Live has been proud to be the media sponsor over those years and come out and bring you things that are happening in the community that nobody else will cover. That's okay. I don't care. I'm a TV talk show, and I'm wired into the community, and this is where we're going to be at one of the most important events. Some wonderful things are happening here today. They're getting some health care screening. Some different things are taking place. We'll find out all about that. The kids are getting school supplies for free, book bags for free. There's food, hot food being served. Also, there'll be groceries given away to families who want to take those free groceries. So there's a lot of stuff going out here, but one of the centerpieces of out here is health care screening. And when you talk about screening, you got to think about Premier Mobile. They are on the ground, been doing this since day one, taking care of our community, identifying problems, and keeping people on to being healthy. We have Deanie here, that would be doctor. She's gotten her doctorate. And also we have the husband, Andrew, and you can always see them working. In the past, you've seen a different color bus than that bus in the background. They've gotten several buses now. We'll get into that as well. Welcome to the show, Premier Mobile.
Thank you.
Why, thanks, Lee. Thanks for having us.
And I'll keep those mics about right under the chin so we can be heard over Pastor Glover on the microphone.
Oh, yeah.
I said early on, Deanie, doctor. What's your last name? Singh?
Singh.
It's Dr. Singh. It's cool, right? Dr. Deanie Singh, right?
Yes, it
All right,
is.
this is my first time being able to say this with no reservation. You've gotten your doctorate degree.
I did.
And congratulations on that.
Thanks, Lee. Thank you.
What has been the response from your friends and family and community to you earning that doctorate degree?
They know that now Deanie is Dr. Princess. That's about it. And so it's been lots of excitement. It was truly a hard journey, but I'm grateful that God has seen me through it, and it's something that is now behind me.
Wasn't it great to go through that process with this wonderful young man?
He was my biggest cheerleader, my biggest supporter. He dried many tears up at night when I decided to quit. He was the one who held my hand and led me on.
Andrew, the wife is, you can call her doctor now. How does that feel?
Oh, well, it's fun, you know. It was actually both of us who got it because I was up every night putting in the work, you know. So it's both of us, you know. But I'm very proud of her. Great accomplishment, you know. She's worked real hard. So, you know, she's well-deserved. Wonderful girl. So.
Let's talk about your role with community. You seem like you do a lot of stuff with Premier Mobile.
Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do, definitely.
How would you define your role?
Me? Oh, well, I'm the operations manager, but other than that, anywhere my wife goes, I'm right there with her.
There you go.
Teamwork make every dream work. So, you know, we put it in the work and look at the results. You know, it's teamwork. One big team, all of us, mainly you, Dr. Glover, and a young lady over there. So, you know, it's fun. It's fun. It's real fun. We're enjoying it.
Outstanding. Now let's get to today, Deanie. Dr. Singh, I mentioned that you've been on the ground doing this for a long time. This is nothing new to you, but it's great to be out here in the community. In fact, when I started covering this years ago, I had no idea that one day that I would be recommending Premier Mobile to Mount Hermon. I just knew I had been coming out here long before you, Deanie, and I said that the bus would be Premier Mobile bus. This would be a perfect setting. And then wheels got rolling, and now look what it's come to.
I'm telling you, from your lips to God years, it has been truly an amazing last 5 years. The blessing, you can see it all around the community. Everywhere now you go, Premier Mobile now has 18 different locations,
Wow.
Several different contracts. We have tons of volunteers from MDs to mid-levels to nurses, medical assistant. We're partnered with so many different universities. And so we are so grateful to see the advancement of Premier Mobile. And truly, it all started with you.
It's something called a raindrop. So my theory is that everything starts with a raindrop. Once you get the raindrop, then you get the glass of water, then you get a bucket of water, then you get a river and an ocean. And right now you're sailing on the river on your way to an ocean and partnershiping out here and bringing in great community service. We are so blessed now that the First Lady Cheryl Glover has did her traditional walk-in.
Oh, yeah.
Cheryl Glover, we're here reminiscing and talking about the partnership with Premier Mobile and Rico and Mount Hermon Ministry and how great it has been for the community. And would you expand on that, if you will?
It has absolutely been amazing. It's the one time in the year where we literally just host the community. We open the campus up and everything is given in terms of sponsorships, but we allow them to come and just eat, just sit, listen to music, give them backpacks, and then we also have the health forum, which I'm sure Dr. Deanie talked about as well. But I think it's a great opportunity for the community, and it's the one time that we all rally around and you see what ends up happening.
I'm glad you mentioned the health forum. I'm going to focus Dr. D on her bus back there, but I want you to paint a picture for the community on what went on inside with the health forum and just give us a general overview of what is happening here today.
Oh my God!
Just start with the health forum and
so much. They had a panel and testimonies this morning tied to cardiac, high blood pressure, and I don't know if they had someone with diabetes. And then on the inside of the fellowship hall, there are different vendors where each person went around to check out each table, and also they gave some different blood pressure checks and that type of thing, and then a lot of literature. And then we ended up going over here where we have the food, which Lee Health hosted.
Okay.
Our lunch, we had chicken, rice, green beans, and then if you move around here, we've got...
Stay on that point, but I just want you to know I haven't had any food, so if you can hook me up down the road, okay?
I'm not even in
Just
that
point to
department.
somebody later on.
Over here, we had the Alpha Tent, and that's our hydration station.
I see.
So that's where they're hosting all the water for people to come and make sure they're hydrated.
A5A shout out.
Yes.
And you got a lot of stuff for the kids out here, right?
Oh my God, it's so much. It's so much. But I just want to
Okay.
just speak in.
All right. There is a typical photo bomb from the First Lady. Let's go with back over here to Deanie. Deanie, she alluded to a lot of the healthcare information that's being given out here, and people can daily get healthcare screenings and things from you, and physicals, and just a whole lot of things that take place at a bus that you have sitting out here. Tell us when people can come to your bus.
Well, we're open Mondays through Friday from 8:30 to 5 p.m. And you could look at our website on premiermobilehealth.org and see where we're at in the community. We go to 18 different locations, and you could just find us. If you follow our schedule online, you could find us at any of those locations. On Premier Mobile, you could get a free blood pressure check, a free blood sugar check. We have our own internal lab now, a partnership through Heart to Heart International and BD, where you could get your cholesterol check for free, your hemoglobin A1C check for free, screening for diabetes and hyperlipidemia. So we also have pregnancy tests, HIV, hepatitis C, all this for free. Like I said, a partnership through BD and Heart to Heart International. So at Premier Mobile, we're able to provide just a plethora of different screening for the community, free at cost.
And you also have a walk-in clinic.
We do have
Standalone.
we do have that brick and mortar at 10676 Colonial Boulevard, and we accept almost all insurance now, include Medicare and Medicaid and many of the private insurance. At first, we only accepted a few, but we have expanded beyond just simply the ones that we had before. We now accept a variety of insurance.
Dr. Singh, why is it so important that we have health care in the community that people can just walk up to and make it very accessible?
Healthcare, poor health can be very expensive to a family. That makes it could be the decision between food on the table or the medication to save your life. So I believe that preventative medicine is the right way to go. It's the right route to go. It's that better you screen for avoidance than to treat, because your health is your wealth, and I believe that if we're able to provide free screening, we were able to prevent many of the catastrophe that happens to our loved ones. For example, amputation, kidney failure, or a loved one heading up on dialysis,
Right.
cardiac disease, and so much of the ones that you know of. And so screening is important in order for us to continue to achieve optimal health.
Outstanding. One of the things your wife, Dr. Singh, mentioned, Andrew, is the opportunity for people to volunteer.
Yes.
You being the head of operation, talk about some areas they can volunteer in.
Well, we have a lot of events from time to time. We have feeding. Well, no, we got the Christmas
Breakfast
season
with
coming.
Santa.
Breakfast with Santa. We're gonna need a lot of volunteers to do that, and we do have different things going on. All they have to do is go to the website and they'll see it, or they can call us and we'll tell them where we need them whenever we need them. Because a lot of people not realizing what's happening now, but the most important thing is your health. Your health is your wealth. Because if you don't have good health, the wealth won't help you any at all. So you gotta know your wealth is your health. Come on out, Premier Mobile. Your route to better health, that's the key.
How does it make you feel personally knowing that you are part of a company that is getting people who generally are underserved, underrepresented, getting them the proper health care that they need in terms of screenings?
Phenomenal. It's the greatest feeling. The smiles you put on people's faces is a great joy. Because the other day we had this guy, he was looking all nice, well dressed. And when I said to him, come on over. He said, no. I said, listen, I'll give you $5
Whoa.
if you're in good health. If not, you give me $5. And she had to send him to the emergency room immediately.
Whoa.
The hospital called and said, you guys just saved his life. He came back a few days later and said, man, thank you. I said, you remember you owe me $5? He said, man, I owe you more than $5. I said, all right, that's all we're here for.
Right.
That's what we're here for.
The Deanie, the Dr. Singh, I know she's distracting you in the middle of an interview, but Dr. Singh, what he just talked about, this is not uncommon. You've come on my show numerous times and talked about how people discover life-threatening things to them just by getting that screening.
I had a 37-year-old Hispanic male yesterday with a triglyceride over 500 and a hemoglobin A1C at 12.4. These are the numbers that we get in our lab. Some of it is unbelievable. Now before 5 years ago when I just saw it, I was like, oh my God. Now it seems to be the norm. I don't want it to be the norm. I want our community to know that there is such an organization, such as Premier Mobile, that indeed care. You know what's the amazing thing about Premier Mobile is, Lee? When the patients come on Premier Mobile, they said, Princess Deanie, because that's what my patients call me. You know what I love about Premier Mobile? At Premier Mobile, we don't feel like a number. We feel like real patients. So many of our patients say that to us. We're not catering to the machine. Honey is running a Premier non-emergency medical transport, and just recently he picked up a lady from the hospital and tell him the story, honey. That's really an important story. When you went in and the lady was upset, the story you came home and told me when.
Oh, she was real pissed. She said it's the worst treatment.
Before I go, it'd be great.
Worst treatment she's ever got in a hospital. And I was saying, you have to understand because everybody's under stress. But she said, no. I've been to several different hospitals. This is the worst treatment. And I said, listen to me. You got to understand, there are people too. And they have to work all these long hours. They got to take it. And she said, no. I know what I'm talking about. It's the worst. I said, all right, calm down. Come this way. And I spoke to her. We talked along the way. And she said, you know, you're the best thing happened to me all day.
Probably in her life.
Oh, yeah. I said, Mommy, don't worry. We're here for you. That's what we're here for each other. So we got you covered. Wherever we are, all you need to do is call, and I'll come get you. I'll come find you. If you need private care, we have that for you too, free of cost. What? I said, yeah. So,
the nurse was in the room, and the nurse said,
outstanding.
The nurse said, I've been here all day. I've been in your room all day.
Oh, yeah.
And
said,
the
yes, you have been
patient
here.
said to her, yes, you have been in here all day. That is correct. But you have not attended to me. And so that's what the patients feel like. So we try to make that difference at Premier Mobile.
And if you want to meet this couple in person, most of the time you can catch them walking around at Lee Pitts Live after work. They're strong supporters. They come out and they mingle with the community, and so that you'll have access to them. Our next Lee Pitts Live after work is on August 25th. Let's come back over here to Dr. Singh. Dr. Singh, What's the future for Premier Mobile long term? I know you always
Long term,
never
I
stop.
see franchising. I see global. We have some beautiful people who just joined our board. We're gonna keep that a secret until we go powwow on the community. And so we want to go national. We want to go statewide. And so we have our strategic planning meeting coming up. So we're gonna talk about Pinky and the Brain, how we take over the world, Lee.
There you go. Final question to you, Andrew. An event like Community Fun Day, bringing hundreds of people out here into the community, providing all types of services that I talked about early on. What does something like this really mean in terms of the uplift of our community?
Well, it's all about togetherness at the end of the day, and it's about us coming together and being here for each other. A lot of people don't have anybody in their corner, and we're here for that. So you are a legend here. You are the backbone, one of the main backbones of Lee County. So it's a joy, it's a pleasure, and we're here to do it, and we're gonna go house to house next, because a lot of people need to come out and get this free health care.
You don't know this, but I saw you a couple of days ago delivering a bunch of book bags to Mount Hermon Ministries, coming off the bus. Wham! How many book bags and supplies did you deliver that day?
I think it's like
Roughly.
I think 100.
Donated, yeah, to this event.
Oh yes. And they did have a lot already, but it's, as I said, it's teamwork, and it makes every dream work. And it's a pleasure. It's ours. It's a joy. It's a love. And when you love your community, when you love your people, you do anything for them.
Excellent. Dr. Singh, final thing. Summarize today and what it's all meant to you and to the community.
Community. That's all it is about. Community, impacting the community. One patient, one family, one resident at a time. We can't save everybody, but if we can just save one family at a time, then it will be a job well done. This is truly a magnificent, this is spectacular at its nature. The amount of different community partners that were here today, from memory loss, memory care, cardiovascular, the American Heart Association, Lee Health, Premier Mobile, Family Health Center. So many people, so many organizations was part of this splendid day, and so many people signed up to get their free screening, from the kids to the adults. And some of them know that they have to see their provider sometime next week. And if they don't have one, they know they should come get established with Premier Mobile.
Outstanding. So remember, Miami may have the oranges, but Mount Hermon Ministries and Premier Mobile has got the
Juices. We got the juices, baby.
We'll be right back.